You're right.
I think we sing the words wrong to this every week.
Don't make me look fat.
Ain't my fault you decided to bring the titties out today.
Good. We got a good topic this week, guys. The topic is about the N word, the C word,
I don't know why you thought the C word was
the
important.
B word
I don't know why you
in
thought the C word was
our
important.
community. There's a reason why. I'll bring it up, let you guys know. Thinking life ain't fair.
Never gets old. Never gets old. Never gets old.
Ever. Love a boo.
Never gets old.
So how you guys doing?
Come on. Good morning. It's still morning. Good morning.
Yes. Episode, is it six?
Yes, episode 6.
Bella Uncensored.
And I thought it was about time that we spoke about a very important topic in our community, in our culture, not even just our community. But I want to be diverse about it. I just don't want to focus on just that one word because there are a lot of words that I think
Getting your titties right.
maybe it's the V-neck. But the N word, because I'm not allowed to say it. So the N word, if you guys, everyone
Somebody
should
was
know
like,
what it
who
is.
came up with ninja? Who came up with ninja?
Yeah, I don't really like it.
I
'Cause
don't
I
do.
feel like you
Well,
still
my
say
word
the
is
same thing.
Negordian. Like I love my word Negordian. I've been using it for years, and it's safe to use because I don't want people. Okay, so
You flexing with the new iPad this morning?
I'm trying to. I'm still learning how. I want that Apple Pencil. I've decided I'm going to buy the Apple Pencil. I heard that.
It's very useful.
As an
It is
artist,
so
you know, you gotta love it.
useful. Yeah, I hear that.
Who's the artist?
Miss Lulu.
Okay. Anyway, so
Oh, by the
So-
way, went out last night. My nails was killing them.
Killing them.
Killing them.
I'm sure.
Yo, somebody even said me and Lamont was acting Hollywood.
Oh, your
I
word.
have my shades on.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Did the whole damn show.
Oh, at night. Shades in the evening.
Act like I ain't see anyone.
Absolutely.
But yet my lids you can see straight on.
They don't realize he's always annoying. Like
They wonder why. You know what someone told me this week?
What they tell you?
I had it.
Be a choir. Yeah, we'll do it.
So you guys didn't know me when I was a big yeller and arguer.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Jesus Christ. It used to be
Wait,
worse.
there's a level to
It
this?
used to be
Never heard
worse.
of it.
Denasia was like, I could see a picture of his high school, like when he was in high school. This was last night.
What did that have to do?
I want it.
Don't do
Oh my God.
Don't
that.
do it.
Yes.
You better not bring it.
I was talking about your height or something like that. And she was like, you know, my dad would really look weird if he was tall. She was like, I had to see his high school picture. And she was like, let me go find it. But she didn't find it.
No, because I can see you posted it. I can see you
I
doing it.
definitely
Like
was
that.
going to come here like,
Absolutely.
All right, so real quick, let me tell you a quick story. So I had these two friends, Taka and Kevin, shout out, and so we all got kicked out of our high school.
Okay.
So we had to go to what we call West Kinney, which is like alternative high school. Now they was in Project Opportunity, I was in SOS. So I was suspension on site. So after I completed the program,
I thought it
would
was
go
Save
back.
Our Sons. I'm sorry.
Oh no. So they would come to my house, meet me, and we would go catch the bus or a cab or whatever together to school. So they came, picked me up. I told them I'll be right down. I came down. We got on the bus. Now I've always been like a talker, joker, so they was laughing. Like I'm thinking we're cracking good jokes. Get into school, go upstairs. Lunchtime comes. I come downstairs. Everybody is surrounding the soda machine. Me wanting to know what they were going to look at. I walks up to the soda machine. Do you know they took my 6th grade picture off of the wall and set it up on top of the soda machine, and I look like Kermit the Frog?
that's crazy. She said that.
Ev-
She said
Everybody
that.
was laughing.
They were.
I had to play along with it. It was kind of I had glasses.
How did you look like Kermit the Frog though?
I had on a green shirt.
I heard you was cockeyed.
Yeah, I used to be cross-eyed. I had eye surgery. Yeah, this is actually the beauty. I can honestly say at one point I was a beast.
Wow. So you had surgery on your eyes to correct it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Government pay for it.
Wow.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's talk about your flaws. Come on.
I got plenty of them.
Let's go.
My toes are long enough to be fingers.
I had to wear braces on my feet because I
What?
couldn't walk.
Wait a minute.
I did.
Braces
And you
on
walk
your
so
feet?
cute now. Like, it's funny.
So, you know how people say the lingo pigeon toe?
Yeah.
So, I was pigeon toe is usually when your toes point. Mine were actually like this. So, I had to wear
What?
shoes that turn all the way.
They Forrest Gumped you?
They Forrest Gump me. They Forrest Gump me. That's exactly what
Okay, that's 3 flaws.
My lazy eye is not as lazy as it used to be.
Who knew you had a lazy eye?
Take too many pictures of me, you'll see it creep out.
Oh, wow. Any flaws?
My mom didn't have to make any adjustments to me. I was fine.
I hear that. I hear that.
She didn't, no braces.
No braces.
No eye surgery.
No.
No anything.
Nothing.
Eczema?
Eczema, but I don't think that's a flaw. I think that's just
No, that's
like.
not a flaw, really.
It
Yeah.
depends
'Cause
on
I
where
have-
it lands. I don't know. My best friend has it, and when it flared up, it would come around, and it would come around her face here, on the back of her neck.
I think if it came on my face, I,
Yeah.
I think it did.
at that point,
I
Yeah.
just think that was just something bad that just got passed on to me from like my donor. So that's it.
what,
My
you guys
bad.
are crazy. I would be so hurt if Nature called me her donor. And I think that time she feels like that, but don't say it, please, Nature. Don't say it. So, are we getting into the topic?
Yeah, let's
do
do
it.
it.
Let's get to it.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. We're discussing the N word, the B word, and the C word. And for anyone who doesn't know what the C word is, Ms. Lulu, you want to say it? Because I don't know if it's right for a man to say it.
I think a man can say it. They can say
In that
the
case, a
word.
man can say all the words.
Yeah,
I feel like if a
so-
white man says it, it's worse.
Yeah, we say cunt because we don't say that word.
We really
Like,
don't.
But do you know how offensive it is to a white woman?
Yeah, I guess.
You don't care.
Yeah, I've heard, absolutely.
So this is
I
what-
meant to look up the history behind it because it just falls at my feet. Like it's
Right.
just like
like, it
cunt,
don't matter.
like
Whatever.
And I'm so glad you guys took that approach. Wanna know why?
Because it's like, are we going to start on bitch?
No.
Oh.
Because you see how you guys are relaxed about that word? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably how white people feel about the word nigga.
well, that's a failure on their part.
Exactly. I think it's a failure on our part too, in reference to the C word.
So wait, if someone calls me a cunt and I'm not responsive because it means nothing to me, that's a failure on my part.
No, that you
Right.
don't respect it as a word that's offensive to someone.
I don't use it. It like I've never called somebody a cunt before.
Yeah, like
If you was arguing with a
it has no real
Caucasian
power.
woman,
You
It
can't.
does. That's
What's
the
the
problem.
definition of a cunt?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just know it's
Isn't
like
it-
Lamont,
isn't it
let's
pussy?
tell it. Yeah,
Wait
that's
a
what I
minute.
thought.
Wait a minute.
I think
I
it's
thought it
pussy.
was gay.
Really?
Oh, I never heard that.
Wow. That's
association.
interesting. So yeah, cunt is pussy. That's
Now the
yeah.
funny thing is, now in generations, I was thinking like, you know, there are a lot of words that get lost throughout time, that lose power throughout time.
Mhm.
Like I think the N word has lost power. I think the B word has lost power.
When did the B word have power? It just
The
irritates
B word
people
used to get-
differently.
Hold on.
But it's power.
I don't think it has lost power. The N word. Let's levitate on that one. Let's concentrate on that one. 'cause that's a
Levitate,
good
that's a
one.
different Lulu kind of word. You usually don't like those kind of words.
It goes with her name
Mhm. The L, right? The L.
and the B.
The L.
Levitating Lulu.
So there's this video, y'all. I'm sure most people seen it, and it's a hotel employee.
Oh,
And he's
gosh.
standing at the front desk, and apparently it has already transpired where the woman has called him a quote a fucking nigger, but he's so cool about it. She's like, and she's trying to check in, and she's trying to explain to him like, you know, look, I'm having a day. My mom died, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And my favorite line, it's above me. It's above me. It's above me. And he didn't overreact. He didn't act ignorant. He just denied her access, which I love, to the hotel, and then escorted her, gave her another reference like this: the Best Western is next door. The Best Western, but you will not be in here.
I love that. And I saw it too. So my thing was, apologize everyone. My thing was he took the power back. He didn't let, what she said was offensive and she meant it to be offensive.
And actually, right.
But
But can we jump in? And she kept apologizing. Let's talk about the apology. Okay.
It wasn't an apology.
She said, I'm sorry. You didn't hear that?
It was not an apology.
What is an
So
apology
in
then?
4th or 5th grade, Miss Hauser, R.I.P., one of the best teachers I ever had, taught us the appropriate elements to an apology. That lady covered none of them.
Give us the elements.
What are I love this. Tell the
Well,
elements.
do we need to
of
know that?
First of all, I was raised by Miss Hauser, again, that sorry is for cats and dogs. When you're referring to a human, you apologize. And when you apologize, you acknowledge what you're apologizing for in that statement. So I apologize for using the N word. I apologize if the words I used were offensive. She did none of that. She just said, I'm sorry, please give me my room.
Yeah, like she wanted something.
That's all it was. She didn't really, there was no empathy even for him to have felt the way he felt, for her to be how she was. So to me, it wasn't an apology, and I'll be honest, I looked at it a little different. I was worried about him and hoping that he didn't get in trouble for denying her access.
I think he called above. I think it was above him.
See,
Yeah,
above him, I thought he was talking about God.
No, I knew
Oh,
that.
no.
I knew he had already.
No, he's talking about corporate.
No, I knew that was
I think he was
corporate.
talking about corporate.
I knew that was out of his hands. It's out of my hands.
Right.
Now that made it more funnier now that you said that.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about God.
You know what?
It's above me.
Let go and let God.
Right, I
If
just
he'd have
knew
said that, I'd have fell out.
he was talking about God.
Yeah,
I
but
was praying that he meant like someone above him so that he wasn't getting in trouble, because a lot of times the front line doesn't have the authority to make those kinds of decisions regardless of how bad she was. So yes, when I watched it, I was like, oh, please don't let him get in trouble for this. And it's going viral. I don't know what hotel
so
it
if
was.
she used with Miss Hauser's rules for apology, would that have made it better?
I would have had to hear it in order to tell you that, because there was no empathy in her tone. There was no sadness or forgiveness warranted in what she was saying. She really just wanted her room.
Yeah.
So if someone calls me if a Caucasian calls me a nigger, I'm not gonna react. You know what I was saying? Whatever, cracker.
I don't feel like cracker is as offensive as nigger.
You don't know because you don't think cunt is as offensive as nigger, but you're not the white woman, so you can't. You know what I'm saying? You don't have.
Who uses cracker? What's his name from the Jefferson?
How many? Okay, what do you call a white person that you don't? All right, first of all, let me ask this: do anyone think there's any word that's offensive as nigger?
I don't think it's a word. I think it's a phrase.
Okay, what's phrase?
When somebody invites me to their private part.
Something like.
Yeah.
Okay, is that as offensive as nigger?
I think it's tasteless. I don't.
So
think
so
it's
there's no word. So the fallacy of our argument, you wouldn't have one because you already drew your line on. There's no possible. There's no possible way that there's no other word that's offensive.
You know
to
what?
you.
But can I say this? I think it's offensive depending on who it comes from. I feel. I feel that, like someone, like for instance, like many years ago, like I worked in Paramus, and most of my people know where I work. Sometimes I'm like one of the only blacks, so I'm just sprinkled. We are chips in cookies, okay? And I was doing a Caucasian woman here. She was older and she was upset. It was a Mexican young boy doing her hair and he wasn't doing a great job. And she was upset about it visibly. And she called me over. She summoned me over. And come here. Can you please come here? Can you please come here? I said she summoned me over. Can you please come? And I come over, and I'm showing him how to do back combing. Old fashioned thing, guys, where there's no roller marks in here. Okay. So I'm teaching him how to back comb, and she looks at me, and she's really irritated. And she got her lip up, and she says, "So, tell me about you. My daughter is, my son is a lawyer, and my daughter is a judge in Arizona. Tell me about you." And I told her, what I do for a living. And she says to me, oh, well, being that my daughter is a judge, do you know what's going on in Arizona? So at the time, guys, that's when they wanted to ban Mexicans from coming over. They wanted to have them show their green card that they were legal. And she said, it's not fair that those people keep coming over here, like when, and she looks me in my eyes, y'all, we're in the mirror, remember, I'm in her hair, y'all, and she said, just like when you people came here over the boat, on the boat, and then she giggled, just like when you people came here over the boat, I'm in her hair, and I said, ma'am.
You came on the boat too.
I said, ma'am, it wasn't our people that came here, it was you people who beat us raped us.
She
and
came
forced
over here on a
us
boat too.
to come
Everybody.
here.
I mean,
It wasn't us. It was you. It was you. And that's when she got offended, got tears in her eyes. Oh my God, did I offend you? I said, no, man, you didn't offend me. You have your history mixed up. I'm good. Like, I'm not.
I don't think what she said was wrong.
Well,
You
whatever.
did come over on the boat.
But she
No.
It just said she came on the boat too.
But we didn't come over by choice.
No.
Okay, no, but that
Just
wasn't
like
her.
when you
Her
people-
statement
she's-
was just like when you people came on the boat. Okay, you came on that same boat. We all ended up
no,
here
it
by
wasn't
the
the
no,
same
listen,
boat.
Lamont, listen. She was
No, they,
saying
were,
it
they,
as
had,
if
they had people
no,
there on the
Lamont.
boat watching us. You thought we was running the boat
She
too?
made it seem
Oh,
like
so
it was a
you
carnival
meant
cruise.
like, okay.
Yeah, she made it seem like it was a carnival cruise.
Like it was
Yeah,
my
yeah,
choice.
yeah,
Like we had a choice. Like,
And I think that's the
that wasn't it.
distinguishable difference
Right.
sometimes when
Yeah,
people
yeah,
say it.
the
It's
way
like
they say it.
we didn't like we're here, but we didn't choose to get on the boat. You know what I mean? We didn't choose to get shackled at the bottom of the boat. We didn't choose those
So
things.
one thing I always said, and this is coming up, like I said, I tell everyone one of the best, I'm gonna say African American history teachers or Black history teachers that I had was a professor, a white professor in college.
Oh, that would have never went well where I went to
Now,
school.
now
That was a problem when I
now-
went to school.
that wasn't the course, but being in his class broadened my horizons and opened me up. Like one of the things I definitely learned is that I would not have had a problem with sitting down with Hitler. Wanna know why? Because I know where he stand, and he knows where I stand. And at least we can have a conversation and we
Yeah,
can
I
just
would have
draw
wanted
that
to hurt
line.
him. I couldn't have sat there.
I mean, but I accept people for who they are. Just you better not ever do it in front of me. You are who you are.
But he had enough power to do it once you had your back turned or while you were sitting there and have somebody else do it.
Yeah, well, in order for me to sit down with Hitler, I must have had some power too, right?
Well, you didn't give us
So I
that.
had the
You didn't
same
give us
thing.
that context. You just said sit
Well,
down.
I'm
with
just
him.
saying. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean-
not. You're not sitting.
you would never
sit
sit down with Donald Trump, right?
He-
Never. Like there's.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
I
what he
would, but
said.
we're not playing fairly, and I wind up getting a case.
She said, "We're not playing for it. You're gonna go in trying to kill him."
I'm just saying, I'm gonna act up, and ain't nobody who knows me gonna be surprised. Like, yeah, we gotta be on there talking about more than White Castle. I'm gonna try to snatch his toupee off too in the mix.
So I think the N word has definitely lost not most of its power. It has lost power because of the frequent use. The generations not having they don't relate to the word and the history of it as much as we did. So you're talking about my daughter's 23, so I don't know if she, and this could be my fault or her mom's fault or our fault, where we didn't teach her the history as much as we should have. But I don't think that, I think the way the word is used, power is lost.
I
I
disagree.
mean, it depends on who it's coming from.
Right.
Because
Because the saying is, I can say it, but
you can't.
I
And
can say it, but
and
you
it
can't.
shouldn't be used, period, in that case.
Yeah, that's in a perfect world,
Right,
but it's
exactly.
not perfect, so watch your mouth.
Okay,
Watch
so
your
do
mouth.
you remember when you were younger and if a guy called you a B, it would be like, yo, that is like the worst thing.
Wasn't nobody calling me no B when I was younger?
Because it was that serious?
No, because
It was never that serious?
Because why would someone call me a B?
Yeah,
I guess I wasn't around losers like that.
Yeah, I wasn't a bitch.
What?
Like,
What trifling?
Yo, a
man?
guy would be, yo, you B?
Why?
Why? Because you ain't answer the cat call. You
Possibly,
ain't answer the,
possibly, whatever.
Hey, mom.
But for
what's
you
up,
guys
Mom?
to never have, so when did you guys start hearing it?
Like
Hearing
like,
it is fine. Somebody calling me?
Okay, did somebody call a friend? Like,
No. I think it used to be like
Wow.
around other people.
no guy argued with you and said something about your friend that bitch? You hanging out with her? Never?
Calling my friend a
Wow! Are you surprised? Yeah, because that is like such a normal thing.
Why is that normal?
No, I didn't say normal. I'm talking about it has.
And why does it?
It's
have
happened so
that
many
kind of
times.
Power, like I don't know.
Now
Women
be
don't
like,
like it.
that
bitch,
Now,
that bitch.
now that I know it, now I know it don't have power. I just
Use
use
a
it more
bitch.
frequently.
Look, bitch. Like,
Right.
Is that okay? Can I just
I guess
use
if we
it?
were arguing, if I was arguing with a chick, she might call me one,
But it's okay. Like you my bitch.
Listen.
nah, then I just called her a bitch back and
No,
said
no,
worst
hold on.
contact.
So can I be like, you my bitch?
No.
well, no, Lee.
I had a student walk into my classroom. Hey, what's up, bitches? One woman
See,
was like, listen,
See
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
young like y'all. Do not address me that way. And if you do it again, it's going to be a problem.
Exactly.
And I get busy. You know me, y'all. I'm like, oh, I didn't even hear what.
really? Are we gonna
Real
talk about
busy.
that?
Yeah, no.
Are we gonna talk about that?
Mm-mm,
Bitch.
mm-mm,
I remember that one.
That was the
remember-
other day.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I was sitting there.
Oh,
mm-mm.
right.
You
Yeah.
remember?
The day you did that.
You didn't come
the day
to.
you left me
You
out
didn't come in defense.
The day you left me out there dirty, arguing an argument that wasn't mine.
See, you just use bitch.
But we didn't used to do
What you be like? Come on, nigga.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, but what if someone says it to you? They meant it in the same context, but not
I'm
as
like,
you.
what?
That's so unfair.
No, because I would be
I
surprised
think
that
it
someone
depends
called me
on
that.
who. Like I said, like the word nigga, it depends
So
on
I feel
who.
like in the
if
bar
my dad
scene-
called me that, like let's be clear, if my father would call me like that, my father
A
not
B.
even a curse.
But if you be like, come here, little niggas.
nah,
all you
see,
little
all
niggas
of
come
that,
here.
all of that. My father
Because
didn't, I didn't
older
grow-
men have called their kids
I
that.
did not grow up
Oh, my
with
father would
that
never call me
word
something like
in
that.
my
No, he did, but your
household.
father
I did
was
not
a
grow
bit
up
extreme.
with cursing in my household. However, my stepfather did. God bless his soul because he's passed, but he did. My son. Let me tell you this shit my son would do. So something would happen to my son, and he would wait. He would hold it, y'all. And he would wait months to tell me about it. So we had went down south, been mad for months, and he was like, "Oh yeah, mom, Grandpa Cliff called me a little nigga when we was down south," and I was like, "He what?
Right, so down south.
He what? He what?" So Lulu called up my mother, "Mommy, I need you to put Cliff on the phone, please." She's like, "Okay." She knew by my tone, "Cliff, let's get something straight. I don't raise my son. I don't call my son little nigga. I don't raise my kid. I know that's what we hear.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Don't you ever call my son no fucking nigga no more. We don't do that. We're not raising my kid like." He was like, "Lulu, I never did that." I said, "No, I know that's how you rock, because that's what you do. And I'm not like, you do you, but we will never do that. I don't do that." Now,
Dealing with a guy you laid with, you probably call him.
I don't, you know what? I have better words. I don't have to
Damn,
use
you
a
gotta
word.
give me a word.
Like, I'm like,
What's
like,
the word you call?
Like, I'm not.
If he
Not
acting,
even him,
if
he's like,
he,
you
that's
said
true.
you've
You're
been around
right.
the shop.
But if
Like,
he
that's
acting,
not
if he's
my
acting,
go-to.
so is
I
it?
like
So I
What's
think the
acting
club
niggerish?
environment, it was used and overused. The
Gotcha.
club environment.
Okay.
And I feel like that's a different demographic. They're in a different mind state, so they use it a lot more. And, they don't use it in the offensive way. But they definitely use the N word and the B word.
Oh, like
more.
the guy that came into Bella.
Moo.
No.
No.
Oh no! This is tall, light skinned guy. He
Would
like
Tia know who he is?
No.
Oh,
he came to the
Tia.
club a couple times, but
Yes.
yeah, but his every third
He would
word.
be like, "Ninja, what's
He be
up,
like,
ninja?
I get some
Ninja."
water.
No,
Nigga.
that's how
Ninja.
Moo was inside the club. Like he was
Yeah,
like,
that's
"Hey, yo,
his-
my nigga, hey, yo, my nigga," like that's what he do. Like
Right.
that's his
This
word.
guy-
And you didn't get
That's right.
offended.
No, I would.
Right.
I would tell him to stop saying that. That's not my name. He know my name.
Right. See?
Yeah, but you would feel the same way if you be like, yo, B, yo, B, yo, B.
Yeah.
You'll be more offended
Yeah.
if you say yo, B. But yo, my nigga,
It's
is
just
not
kinda-
as bad
it's just
as yo, B.
annoying.
Yo, bitch, yo,
It's
bitch, yo,
not-
bitch.
No.
Yo, nigga, yo, nigga,
No,
yo, nigga.
no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
No.
yo, we use my nigga so much that my nigga has gotten
No.
diluted. But
No.
yo, bitch, like, it'd
Wait,
be like,
no.
Yo,
I
bitch,
think I probably say bitch more than nigga. But I don't
yeah, but if a guy, think about what I'm saying. If a guy be like, yo, my nigga, and a guy say, yo, my bitch. It's
different.
totally
It's
different. You're
It's-
not going to accept it. Someone, I played with somebody yesterday, and she was like, listen, we cool. Don't call me no B. I respected her so much for that. Because I kind of like use it like, you know.
You've never called me to be
I
with.
never heard
Yeah.
you call me even that. Like,
I
what?
probably, but I'm telling you, I use it. I'm like,
Never
bitch,
happened to your
please.
friend.
I'll say something like, bitch, please.
That wouldn't bother me though. But that wouldn't bother me. That would how you like.
If I say
that-
bitch, please?
Me and you going back and forth, and
Okay.
how we going? You be like, bitch, you know.
All right, so what's for the nigga, please?
I don't want it. I don't do that. I don't play like that.
But bitch, please is okay, but nigga, please
It's not okay. No, it's not okay. But it's not okay. Let me just say that. But I can hear that coming out of someone's mouth easier. Like, bitch, please. Like it depends on what.
But I heard my nigga more than I hear bitch, please.
Really?
It depends on, like I said, who
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes
Now
from.
that you said really with that side eye.
So let me ask you something, Lamont. So it's
Made
okay,
me think.
Lamont. So it's okay for your friends, your non-black friends, to say the N-word around you. Like, are you
They don't.
are you comfortable? No, that's. And listen to my question.
Mhm.
My question was: is it okay for your non-black friends to use the N-word?
No.
So I had a situation, right? I was riding with two students in the car. This was many years ago. Rap songs.
This
And-
wasn't me, right?
No, not that story. I'll
Okay.
tell that later.
Oh,
And
no.
I'll tell that later. And I forgot all about that story. Oh, okay. And the song came, and she kept using it, and and I looked, and I was like, so that's where we at now? She's like, what? Oblivious. I said, so you
How old
feel
was she?
real? She was young. She was like, I want to say at that time she probably was 19, maybe 20. I really believe 19. And I was like, so we coming to that where you feel cool with using that in front of me, especially somebody as old as me. Like, please don't ever feel that you can do that. Like, I'm not comfortable. I don't care how many rap songs you listen to and you hear them say it. I don't care what, but not in
Yeah.
front of me. No, and it depends on, people giving a pass. I remember when I felt like the rapper set up the girl, brought the girl on stage and had her do the lyric, and
I think I remember.
she I think she fell right into it, and to me, like, watch your mouth, like, like, if you
Well,
know
there
this
was
is an offensive word,
that
then
song,
watch it.
I love my N, and then the female wasn't I love my B. I love my
That song, that Chris Brown, I love Chris Brown.
First of
that
all,
was like Busta
everybody
or
in this
Luda or
room
something.
has sung Biggie Smalls "Me and My Bitch." Everybody loved the song, loved the remix, loved it live. I love the song, and to be honest, I do want to feel I need to take a stance against myself before I start. Start with the man in the mirror. So I need to stop using the
Michael
word.
Jackson?
Yeah, I love that video. Oh my god, great song. Yeah, so I need to start with the man in the mirror because if I can't have an issue with other people doing things and I do it, right? So me and my non-black friends, they don't say nigga and I don't call them kikes. You know what I'm saying? I don't call them kikes. Most of them are Jews.
Right.
But we have deep discussions about the difference in culture. We have deep discussions about the difference in communities.
Right.
We have deep discussions about religion. So we talk. It's just the word kike or nigga never come out. But we talk about black, white, Jew. We say those words.
I have the
We have and I want you to be just enough comfortable to open up, but not too comfortable to be offensive. And I think that me not overreacting anymore has gotten me to listen more.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
So I've
At
only
this
been
time, I
called
would
the
like to
N-word
toot
once.
myself on growth.
I've
Two.
only been called the N-word once, and it was at the Meadowlands by a parking person.
Now he should have called you a B. He should have called you a nigga. What did you do? I'm quite sure Lisa did.
I was trying to get into an unauthorized parking space. Did that constitute me being called the N-word? No.
No, but it definitely meant.
Why you got called that?
What did he say? You
black.
What did he say? First of all, was he white?
Yeah.
Okay, what did he say?
I don't remember. This was like a while ago.
So
Why
you was
he-
going to
why
Summer
is it so
Jam.
funny? But it
You
was
went
not
to
Summer Jam.
You went to
It
Summer
is not
Jam,
Summer
and you
Jam.
was trying to get an unauthorized spot so you could be next to Redman and Method Man because you heard they had good weed and you wanted to get close to their blow.
I don't do drugs. It was not Summer Jam. It was actually a basketball game.
That was a Continental Arena. This
It was the
years
Nets.
ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was the Nets.
I'm
And
not
you
talking
know,
to you 28.
depending on where you park, it could be a long walk to get there. I wasn't trying to do all that.
But it was closed off.
It was like cones or something like that. Yeah, I was trying to skirt through the cones.
You terrible.
And for some reason or another, he was that unhappy with my choices and decisions that he decided to call me an N-word.
What if he
How
lost
did
his
you
job
handle
because he
it?
let
What
you
did you
go?
do?
Oh my God, they had to stop me from getting the crowbar out the trunk. Like, the car really went in park.
You hopped out the car,
It was.
grabbed the crowbar,
I was trying to get the crowbar out the trunk.
because you was going to hit him
Yes.
because he used the N-word.
Yes.
He was frustrated that he might lose his job because he showed up late that day, and then the day before that, him and his wife got into an argument, and he took a
What was
long
his
break.
race?
He was white.
Yeah. So he was going through some shit, and then he's trying to keep his job, and they said, well, just set the cones up. Don't let anybody buy. Don't let anyone buy. This is closed off right now. If they didn't get here early enough, they gotta walk.
You're right.
He said, okay. She pulls up.
You're
And
right.
her Benz at that, because I'm quite sure
It was a Lexus back
It was a
then.
Lexus or the Benz. She pulls up and says, I'm not walking.
I didn't pull up.
He
and
said,
say-
hey, now
You tried
we
to
gotta
keep
now
it
think
going.
about this, guys. We know he tried to stop her. We know this. We know he said stop, no, stop, no. You know what she did? Fuck you and your job. I'm going to park here despite you telling me no.
Are you finished?
And then he said,
Are you finished?
what did he say?
All right. So am I the only one who's ever been called the N-word?
I think I've never been called a nigga. I've never been called a nigga.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah,
that.
right?
Really? Then you know. Wait. Now you know there's something wrong with this picture, then, right?
Yeah, because you're light skinned and we're dark skinned.
Yeah.
You ever been
That's
called a
why I
nigga?
said that's so
Never.
weird.
Like, I've never.
It's so weird.
People like, how much racism have you
And
experienced?
I'm
I'm
in a
like,
place where
not that much.
See, I get that kind of stuff, like the little sideway, like when Obama was in
What
going
is
in
it?
office.
Over?
Oh, yeah, the
Or
slick
something?
shit.
Like, I get the slick shit now.
The slick
'cause
shit,
I'm
But they
yeah.
say,
black.
say these days racism is, not as out there,
Overt,
as
right.
overt as it used to be.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a
It's
lot
not
more
in your
not,
face.
Yo.
not what you see, but what
Yeah.
We
happens.
gotta talk about our African American because I could call out my people because sometimes my people we overreaching. Like when it's not as prevalent, they be like, oh, it's underlined.
But
When
that's
it's
what
not-
most of it is right
I
now.
understand. I'm not saying it's not going on. It's just that some people like I try to be so far above it that when you think you're
no, I feel it. No, get out of here. I hear what you're saying. No, I'm not gonna ignore it. Like I
I ain't say ignore it.
I would
ain't
be
ignoring
like
it.
I would be doing nails, y'all. So I would work in all white salons. Okay, this was in Inglewood, and this is when Obama. This is so funny. This is when Obama, when he was in office, like there were people that was super duper angry, and I just remember my table and sitting here, and the woman, we had direct eye contact because the hairstylist stationed here, and she was looking at me and with disgust, and I'm like, oh, it's coming. She was like, this Obama that's running, I would never, ever vote for him. And I'm like, and?
I think 50 of the people, black people that voted for Obama didn't even know who he was, or
Because
knew
like,
his-
he didn't win just
'cause
because of black people. That's what
I
people
didn't
don't
say that. I said
understand.
50% of
I'm
the
just
black
saying
people.
that.
But let me ask you this: have you ever said? I think I've heard you do this. When old boy, we're not gonna say his name, did something offensive to you, you called him a bitch ass nigga.
Oh,
Probably.
That's two offensive words to a guy, and that hurts guys' feelings.
you think he want to fight if you say
He-
something like that?
Didn't he
I
go?
wanted to fight.
She wanted.
Wait, what did he do?
He hit me. He slapped me on my butt, and I thought that he was being extra. And he was.
I did not know. Now
You
Tia
at
is
work
my.
when he did
I
that?
like Tia. Well, it was the end of the night
It was end of the night. I had asked him
to clean up his.
to clean up the DJ booth because he had left like garbage around, and so he went to go clean up the DJ booth, but he had left like it was like 2 beer bottles in a cup on the bottom of the booth. So I had went over and I had to like bend over and pick it up, and while I did that, he thought it was okay for him to hit me on my butt. So I turned around and slapped him back, and then we got into an argument.
But he didn't win the argument. She was like, "You broke bitch ass nigga.
Right.
Look at your shirt, it's dirty." I mean, like,
I
damn.
didn't say all of that.
She put him in therapy.
Yeah. Can I tell you one of the best arguments that I've ever saw that had to do with a woman and a man?
Okay,
No.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm here.
It was Lisa.
Oh, tell me about it. Okay.
There was this guy,
Okay.
and I don't think I
Oh,
always
no.
try to jump in because I don't feel like, no man. She's a friend. She's family. She's sister. So you're not gonna make her feel intimidated or uncomfortable. I did it once, and it was 2 friends. It was her and another friend, and she was like, "No, I got this," and I stepped out. This one, he's not a friend, and she is a friend. So when I tried to jump in, she was like, "No, I got it."
He used to be a friend.
He wasn't a friend. He was somebody else.
He used to be a friend.
He worked with me.
He used to be a friend.
Anyway, they got into an argument, and I don't think he knew.
How reckless my mouth
The
is.
level of her.
When I say
Try to
she
cut your
hurt this
soul
guy's
out.
feelings,
Yeah.
because
I remember
he-
that.
yo,
I remember.
Did you hear about it?
Of course. First of all,
He threw out how much he made.
Shut up.
Oh
Hold on,
my God.
I need to straighten something now.
'Cause I feel like it's so
I'm in
many
the trenches
stories.
all the time. I don't know what the hell. Don't talk to me like I haven't been here. I
just
know
feel
the
like
story a million times, y'all. Okay. Do you know the story?
I just feel
Fuck yeah, I know the story.
This one was-
all right,
this one
and it
was
was
hard.
good
This was
because
bad.
but he needed that, and I was like,
Yeah, that
he
totally.
needed because he was offensive, so you had to let him know.
He was like, I make
You're
70,000.
not even in the same tax bracket.
She was like,
You're
I'll
not-
take your 70, I'll raise you 150.
Right.
like I've been making 70 since like 1996. Like really?
Right.
It was
bad.
And I think he wanted to call her B.
No,
He
he
didn't
did in his mind. She
I'm
was.
quite sure.
It was.
She was
If he did, that wouldn't have offended you.
No.
Not in that
And if
moment,
he'd have
right?
said, whatever, nigga, and walked away, that wouldn't have offended you.
No. First of all, he's beneath
So if you got
me.
to that same
First of
argument
all,
with a
he-
Caucasian,
First of all, he's
and they
beneath
said,
me.
whatever,
Let's be
nigga,
clear, he's beneath me.
what if the white person was beneath you?
So no one's dragging me down.
So if you got into that same argument, but the male was Caucasian, and they was like, whatever, bitch, it ain't gonna offend you.
No.
And if he said, whatever, nigga, it ain't gonna offend you.
So I would have had more to say after that, but if the other person that said it, I wouldn't have had more to say.
Why do we give our own people the power to use it, but not others?
So
That's
I
not
don't
cool.
feel
We
like
gotta
I'm-
start with us to take the power.
So there was a lot of power taken that day. I don't think that I needed to go much further.
You were definitely
Right, that was a bad.
emasculated her.
That was a bad, but he started it. That was a bad day. Okay, moving on. Right, we don't have to use that one anymore, but that was a bad day, and that was your friend.
I don't want
So
any
what-
guy to say to you SMD. I don't want that. So if it happens, just let me know, because I have no problem with stepping to a guy that disrespects you like that. Even though I don't think that's disrespectful, but
Why not?
I don't know. Because it's so in common use. A man can't say it to another man, though. You know how many posts that I read from younger women who talk about actually doing it?
Okay, but it's different. Okay, you can talk about doing it, but I think when he's saying it and a lot of disrespect, and now if you're dealing with that person and it's a thing. Honestly, even if I'm dealing with you, I don't
still
even want
don't
you to
just
say
say
it.
that, yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
no. What are you talking about? I'm not doing that. Don't
Oh wow! Even in the context of like a soft and warm night, they can't say it.
no,
I don't know if he gotta say it like
don't
that.
say it like that.
I mean, I might say something similar. Like I wouldn't be offended by that. Like yeah, when I want head, I want head.
Yeah, but that's
it's a
different.
it's a
That-
So I
different
can
way.
say suck my clit.
No, I wouldn't even say that
I-
either. That
Right.
It
sounds
depends on the
weird.
Yeah, that don't even sound right, but I mean,
Yes, I won't tell you other things I might say. Then.
oh my fucking God, who knows what goes on in this bedroom
Right.
up there at that house? But I do agree. I mean, there are other ways you could say it that
Like
won't
if he
sound
wanted me
offensive.
to suck his, would I be offended
Okay,
by
hold
that?
on. Wait.
Like-
So hold
Wait,
on, hold
wait,
up. You
wait.
telling me if he said? I guess I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Right.
To be honest, I don't want to know.
Right. Like,
He can't say hit me off.
ew, I wouldn't want that. That's tacky.
That just sounds like how old are you?
Okay, can I get some head?
I mean,
That's better than suck my D.
so get on your knees? Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
like-
Damn! I don't know. I think that's probably worse than something. Yo, get on your knees.
I think it's
Put it in
y'all. I
your
think
mouth
it's how
now?
you
Like,
say it. I think
I
it's how
don't know. Are you
you say
listening?
it.
Did you hear?
Do you hear this?
Did
Do
you hear?
this? I'm talking to you right now. Do you hear this?
Did you hear?
Do you hear
She
this?
said, "Is it okay to say put it in your mouth right now?"
Right.
That's
like,
not Lee. Maybe that's. I mean, I guess if the woman likes it, no man is gonna have a problem with it. But
Why would I be?
then
offended by that?
he might think that the next woman is okay to do that to the next woman.
That's on them. It ain't on me. Lulu, what you think? Lulu, come on, you over there real
Yeah,
quiet.
you ain't got a
Looking
story.
like- looking
You ain't
like
got
Six over
You
there.
don't have a story about this?
Is the guy you're involved with saying SMD offensive? I want you to SMD.
Yo, let me say this. You can say anything to me. It's how you say it or when you say it. Of course, in the middle of an argument, that if you in the middle, suck my dick in the middle. But we doing something like, yo, suck my dick. Like
I guess that goes along with choking. Like, I can't be arguing and choke you, but if I'm about to mess with you and choke you,
that's
it's
a different,
okay.
that's a different kind of choke.
I guess
It's a different kind of
so.
choke out. It's a
So
different
when
choke
do the guy know to try it?
I don't
You
know.
should
I
try
might
it.
still like
I
it
think you
either
should
way.
know.
Huh?
I might still like that either way.
Even though argument.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. Yo, guys are gonna get locked up dealing with women these days.
No.
He told me that I thought it was okay. He choked me. I'm learning something new every day.
You know,
Lisa's running around talking about give me the. But when I said she say that, I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
running around
right.
saying
Give me
that.
Yes, you did. You just said it to the
Fall
same
on your
people.
knees. Put it in your
So you know.
put it in your mouth.
Drop to your knees.
Do I seem sexually unsatisfied?
No,
No,
I think you've been
shit.
doing it. I think lately you've been good. I think whatever the celibacy era you had is over. Okay, the glow is here. Okay.
Are you listening to this? Do you hear me? Okay.
Oh, you got a podcast listener, huh? Me and my fiance, we had it out. We had a little debate today.
Is it okay for you to talk about publicly?
Yeah, because I'm not going to divulge too much, but I will say that I think that women misunderstand the directions that you give guys. You guys,
Like SMD?
no, that too, that too. But I think that what happened was she was talking about something that bothered her, which I thought was very important, and I talked about it last night in a text at the club. I'm quite sure she didn't get a lot out of me, so, because I was out. So that night when I got in, I said something to her. We talked about it. She was laying down, but I thought we talked about it.
Is that why you cut me off the phone? I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, because I was coming in the house. So she brought it up again today. And so when she was talking, I had finished everything I had to say from the text and the conversation that night. So I was quiet.
All right.
Added, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're right. I disagree. And that wasn't good enough. So then I went further and started talking, and now everything I said was taken out of context. I feel like she roped me into a debate, and I think women do that all the time.
I think we do that sometimes.
Yeah, and that's not good because that frustrated the shit out of us.
Because you don't know how to respond to us.
But how do we?
You don't know how to codify us.
I don't even know the meaning of that word. Like, I don't.
You're not, and we're not
I
getting
am.
the results
Right.
that we were expecting.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I feel like Vahid is over here giggling too much.
Yeah, because he understands. He's like, yo, we'll never win. We'll never win.
Vahid, where are you
And I
now?
think the younger generation, they know how to walk away and deal with things a little better than the older generation. Like, you ain't gonna go but too much into a debate with somebody. You're gonna like,
I'm gonna end it at some point.
yeah. Oh my God. Like the older generation be like, you don't know how to codify me. You don't respond properly.
The needs are different the older you get. When you're
Our
young,
ability to
young, your
articulate.
needs are different the older you get, and we are very clear about what we want.
But if you guys know something that you don't like if you Kira has been there when I was a bad boy to whatever I am now.
Better.
So better. So she's seen the growth. Why would you keep doing the same thing that caused me to dip back into that?
I think that's
and you guys just want the response you want. But it's not
okay,
gonna
so
always
let's use an example other than you and Kira so we don't make it that personal, okay?
Mhm.
Because I think you saying that she's continuing to do the same things. So
No, why would one? Why
Right.
would anyone?
Right. Okay.
Why would anyone do that? Not just
Right.
Kira
So,
and me.
so so what is the question? Why would anyone continue to badger someone?
Not badger. Why, if you know where this person could go, provoke.
Okay.
Why would you provoke someone to go to a level that you know you're not comfortable with them going?
So another way to look at it is maybe she's not provoking you. Maybe she's looking for something on her own side, whether it's a response from you, some support from you, a different response from you, and she really doesn't want to give up because she wants that response from you.
Ooh, so I don't know. Is that a woman thing?
It could be.
I think that's a people thing. I think that could be any.
Because I don't know too many men that know they keep doing the same thing. Scratch that.
I was gonna say that.
Scratch
whoa,
that.
I was
Never
like,
mind.
wait a minute.
You know what? It's more than likely a people
I'm
thing.
like,
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
people
it's a
thing
people
because guys will repeat the same offense.
Absolutely.
Guys will repeat the same offense.
Not everybody.
Not every guy, because I am. Okay, how did that happen? The last two times I did that. You know what?
I'm done.
I don't want to go down that road again. I don't even want to talk about topics that if me and you on opposite ends, and I know this because we had several topics. I'm not trying to touch that topic because I know where you stand already.
It's like religion.
I know where you stand already. It just doesn't. You know, I tried to tell Lisa that. I know when you stand. If you stand somewhere, I just let you be on that stance, and either I work with you to get there or whatever. Conversation 2 weeks ago.
What conversation was that?
It was about when you asked me a question.
I don't remember, but let's be clear. Not everyone's going to bring something to someone else, a companion's attention, and they're immediately going to make those adjustments. And sometimes they need a little support and reminder, but sometimes we get tired of waiting because we want different.
Well, why don't you just make a decision on what's next after that? Because if you keep waiting
It's you
for that
changing.
change, but if the person don't change, you're going to keep waiting? Now,
Because
the
it's
man that
forever.
does that
Because
is a
it's
great
forever.
man.
It's
Now, the
forever.
man that waits
It's
on the
forever.
change for a woman, that's a great man.
It's
You
forever.
found one, I'll applaud him. If he wait for the change, men don't even, they don't have that staying power. If it's something they believe in and they want you to change.
I don't agree. You know, men want the woman that they mostly can have. So I think sometimes with the guys, just like with the woman, like how you view the woman,
Mhm.
I see the guys like in that place where guys get dogged out too. Guys get dogged out too.
Says the dogger. She said it with a smile, guys. She was like, I
Even
get dogged
I'm
out
not
too.
that.
If I showed y'all the smile on her face.
I'm a pussycat. I don't know what you talking
Hey,
about.
we ain't saying anything about using the P word today.
Hold on, is that
That's a
bad?
cat.
Well, no, that's-
What if a guy said, give me your pee?
Okay, so when you say if a guy, right?
Random.
We're not just talking about a random
Somebody
guy
walk
because
down.
you know the last time somebody texted me something like that, I was like, I'm never responding.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I can't even repeat the text. It was.
You know what? Let me say this. Can I say this? All right, I want to use this moment for me. I want to be selfish.
Go
So
ahead.
Lisa tells stories, y'all, okay? And then she get these little amnesia, like bubble moments, right, y'all? So let me tell y'all this. So there's a story that's been in Bellinell land for years. So now I finally know today what that text was about. I know.
What was she talking about?
Nothing. Go back to it. Just go ahead.
No, the text I'm talking about was like a couple of months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, when he was like, when I think of you, my gets hard, and I was like, oh God, I'm never responding.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah,
He's a cool guy.
yeah, not that
He's a
cool.
cool guy. Like,
Not that cool.
you know, hearing it from him, I'm like, okay. You know,
Yeah.
I can see him doing that because I couldn't see him doing that. So that he did it, I'm like,
You're
okay.
like, all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
I look
stepping
at
it
you
up.
different. I
Look
look
at
at
you.
you different.
Yeah.
I
No, I
respect
feel
you.
like,
I
okay.
respect you.
You know, because usually he come across as a little slick.
Okay.
Like a little sly, trying to, what you
Uh-huh.
need. You good? I got you. Now it's like, yo, fuck. Yo, I thought about you. And
I
guess what
wanna
happened?
fuck.
Guess what
You
happened?
pussy.
My boxes
Give
got
me your
tighter. He said my boxes got tighter.
Yeah, so we respond differently to different.
And she didn't respond. Oh, so someone else could have said that and it'd have been okay.
It depends. Like I always say.
I'm talking about somebody you're not dealing
Can
with.
we? But I want to know what text it is Miss Lulu was talking about.
She's not gonna take
I am not saying that up here.
All right, well, would you
We
tell
talk
me
about
later?
it. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you know what she's talking about?
Well,
So
you
somebody
always
has sent
to be-
you
a pic. They sent the pic.
It was Miss Lulu. Then Miss Lulu's the only one who sends me dirty pics.
it wasn't no, there was somebody that sent you something that was not appropriate and it was by mistake.
I remember that.
Mistake.
I remember that. Remember? It was
Oh! I was at your
two.
house.
I know. And you was like,
I never
you
looked
said, I'm
up.
not opening it.
I
I'm
never
not opening
looked.
it. I'm
I
not
never
opening it.
looked. Wow.
We forgot all about that.
I never looked.
Yo,
I
it
never
was two
looked.
Lisas in his phone.
Denasia texted me one time by accident. It was like, don't look at it, just delete it.
I don't look at that. Don't
yeah,
even
but
view
Bishop,
it.
if you're listening, we're talking about you.
It was definitely Bishop. Bishop, I'm not gonna lie. Miss Lula was pissed off that she deleted it.
I was so mad.
Bishop, Miss Lula was
I was
like,
like, yo, I wanted to see it. Oh, I was so mad. and she's like, no.
Hey, Bishop.
Yo, she's a true. At least one thing I would say about
She a trooper.
Lisa, she's a trooper. Yo, you can tell her anything. She is
She will
fighting.
hold it.
She will hold it, and she will not give it up. I was mad because I wanted all the trash. I wanted to see all the dirt. Yeah.
No. I did not want to live with
She was
that.
like, I don't think.
I did not want that to be part
That's a smart
of.
behavior, though, Lisa. A lot of people don't practice that. What you do. That's a smart behavior.
You mean the willpower?
Don't look at everything is not meant to be viewed. You don't need it in your memory. You don't need it in your mind. There's a lot of things. I protect what I see.
No, and like I love him.
That's a good point.
And he's like a
I
brother.
never thought about that. Because you want to know what? I guess it's online with if you don't touch it, just don't even. And that's probably what one of men.
Because you can't come back from that.
Problems.
Yeah,
And
right.
You know
I
what
love him.
when I learned that from y'all? This is so crazy. 9/11, when people were jumping out the window, there was a survivor, and he said there was people jumping out the window. He said, and people were running to the window. And he said, I thought for a second, do I want to remember this for the rest of my life? So I turned around and walked away while everybody else walked to it. And I was like, that is so smart thing in life to, not always run to what everyone is doing, and also protect yourself.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to look him in the face again, like.
Yo, that was funny.
Oh my God!
She was like, what about one of the? I'm like,
It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my God. Bishop texted me at 3 o'clock this morning. It can't be anything good. It can't be anything good.
I wanted to see.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, it's from him because I know him too.
Did we just not? We had left him earlier.
No, we weren't around
Oh,
him.
that was crazy.
He was creeping with the wrong Lisa.
I love it.
Yeah.
I never made mistakes like that.
I did. I just did one recently.
I
and
made
I
it
felt
too
like
many
God.
times.
I
Never
felt
lost
like
a
God was.
relationship over it.
Yeah. I felt
Oh,
like
y'all
God,
wildin'.
I
Y'all-
felt
that
like
mean
God
y'all
was
not focused.
punishing
I
because
don't-
at least I was making. This was light too. Like two guys talking to me.
Oh,
drunk
because
down?
that
You
day.
drunk down?
I what?
You drunk down?
All the time.
What?
That's my thing. That's my thing.
Hold on, that's on purpose. I'm talking about drunk down, and it was
The wrong person?
Yeah.
No.
or drunk dial, and when you realize what you dialed or text, you kind of was embarrassed that you did it.
I mean, so I had a situation. See, no.
Damn,
I-
come on.
Tia situation.
Come on, Tia.
I'm here for it.
So you text the guy that
No,
you.
I didn't text him. Well, I did text him, and then where it had led to, and like in the morning time, we was together, and then in the morning time, I happened to get on my phone, and I was on Instagram, and I was about to put something on my Insta story, and like in the corner of your phone, you can see like your last recent picture, and I'm like, what is that? And I had I'm like, oh my God, it was a whole video, and I was just like, wow.
No.
I was like, wow.
You drunk video?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a new one. No, yeah. That's not good.
And I just had got off the phone with them, and I was like,
Why he ain't say
he didn't
nothing?
say nothing at all. And then when I saw, I'm like, yo, why didn't you tell me that? He was like, I thought you like.
No.
He was like, but it's in your phone anyway, so why it matters? I was just like.
You kept the video?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's been a problem. Video, and I think has gotten many people in trouble.
Oh my God.
Well, then Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee made a lot of money. Kim Kardashian is what it is because of a video.
The video is her life.
So maybe more people should video.
No, wait.
They need to have mom like Chris in order for that to be happening.
A mom like Chris.
You have
Yeah,
to
I
be.
need a mama just like her.
Yeah, you need to.
So you wouldn't mind being on video and showing people, long as your mom can promote it to the point where you're gonna get money from it?
As long as
Because I
she's
seen your
making-
post yesterday with the girl with the Fendi dress.
Oh yeah. So as long as my mom's making it like she's making me comfortable about it, like baby, it's okay. Then like okay, but my mom.
You don't want to be
definitely-
offended. You don't want your mom being offended.
But she's definitely not that person. But I would definitely be offended. Like I can.
Because the rumor was they said that she was the one that filmed it.
Who, Chris?
She just made that shit.
No. I'm dead serious.
I thought Ray J was holding the phone.
No, he wasn't holding the phone.
She don't know. Miss Lulu was filming it.
But wait, I just saw that recently, like within I think this year or the.
Yeah, I saw it last year for the first time
Never
too.
saw it.
I definitely saw it last year for the first time.
I never
I
been
didn't-
able to watch the whole thing. It's just too corny.
I didn't
for me.
either. I thought so too.
It's not even good soft porn.
I know. I
And it
thought.
got like background music and stuff.
What? I don't think it does. No, it don't. Somebody
Is
added
there
that.
a good celeb tape that we like? Let's ask that question.
Not on Pornhub.
Go ahead.
Mimi and
With the
what's her
pole,
name?
with the pole, right?
Sarah-
With the
Yes,
shower
but
curtain, the
she
pole.
Was, she was just looking sloppy.
But that pole, everybody said that they sold out of those poles that she was holding on.
That
to.
was a shower ride. It was a shower ride.
But
Yeah.
it was,
But I think you got to drill it in.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to
absolutely.
drill it in. But hold on.
Definitely
You said she
put
was
her
corny. Was he
attention
good?
her.
Because I don't think when we look at porn, we don't look at the man. We're not looking at the man perform.
That's why they don't.
We're looking at the woman.
Right,
So
'cause
when
then
you look
you
at
get
porn,
that
you're looking at the
much
woman?
I honestly don't. I
Why
don't
would you-
watch. I don't.
She just said Mimi was whack.
I mean, that's because
So-
from watching it, I was
we're
like,
grading it. Yeah.
but like when,
Because you know.
I watched all that. And I watched a couple times.
Oh, it
yeah,
was a good
no.
one? You liked it?
I was attracted to Mimi, so.
It did it. Okay. All right. I understand.
I don't like watching like men and women porn.
Okay, let's touch on that.
We gotta get ready to
Oh,
go.
next topic next week is what kind of porn do we prefer? I'm for it. Yes.
Episode
Yes.
7. Thank you for
I can't
listening.
believe Tia
Bella
was-
Uncensored.
Bella
Yes.
Uncensored, episode 6.
Come
It
on,
sounds
Tia.
like
We
episode
need
7.
her.
We
Come
got
on,
porn.
porn.
So y'all do know that men can lose their next week. Next week.
Oh, that's gonna.